Hello guys, my name is Nick Coutron. I'm the founder of Unicus Tax Specialists SA and a tax dispute resolution expert. And in this webinar, I want to discuss some hot topics in the tax dispute resolution space. First and foremost is the tax court judgment that deals with when SARS can change the basis for their assessment when the matter reaches litigation, because often in practice you seem to, certainly I have this perception that they raise rushed grounds for assessment, and the legal team later comes in and says, oh, no, we need to fix this, and there's limits to what they can do, and that's very important to understand. Two, how do we deal with this situation where SARS is just taking people's money, right? They just go into the bank account and take the money illegally, often, right? There are cases that are allowed to do that, but there are cases where they're not allowed to do that. Nevertheless, they go and do that. The question is, how do you deal with that? So I want to touch on how you deal with that. And then this annoying issue that we have at the moment, where SARS does not seem to be able to count the objection days correctly, especially if the days fall over the December period. I had a case now where they effectively declined the objection on the basis of lateness when it's not late. When we told their lawyers it's not late, yet they declined it anyway. You know, how do you deal with that? And my question is always, I want to get this message across to as many taxpayers as I can, because I think there are taxpayers who are prejudiced by this. SARS counting the days incorrectly, and you wouldn't know because you're not a tax professional. So I want to get this message across to as many people as possible so we prevent possible prejudice to taxpayers believing the nonsense that SARS sometimes say when they issue their letters. Of course, it's not always the case, but indeed I've seen a few where it's wrong. So those are the topics I want to discuss. It's going to be fascinating. I hope to see as many of you there as possible.